Hi, everybody, to another episode of Sprinkle Happiness. I am Nevriye, and my special guest, Nicole Klenk, is back. I know you all loved her, and I love her too. That's why she's here. Help me sprinkle some more happiness into your life. She has so much to share, so much news to share. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for joining me again, honey.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, the joy having you. And I am so excited to ask you some questions. I'm so excited for your new ventures. Share with me.
What do you want to know? What should we talk about?
I am all about reinventing yourself. That we can always try something. We can always be something that we are not yet. Like I'm not a instructor yet. I am not an athlete yet, but I can be all those little things. And I am so excited to hear because you shared with me you're going back into modeling. And this is such a huge lesson for all of us. It's never too late to go back into doing the things that you're so passionate about. Tell me more on this.
Oh, yes, reinventing yourself is or becoming putting yourself a different hat on is such a beautiful thing, because when I went to acting school many years ago in New York City to Lee Strasberg Theater, we learned that you can learn to not to be unreal. See, at Lee Strasberg, it was always very, very, very important that you don't act, that you don't fake it, but that you are true, that you're feeling what you're supposed to deliver to the audience. And I remember when I was living in New York, I was working as a real estate salesperson. And I remember the first day on my job, my first client asked me, "How long have you been doing this job?" And I said, very confident, because that's what I learned in acting school. I was not faking it. Even though sometimes they say fake it till you make it, right? Mm-hmm. I was trying to find that confidence in me that I can do this, that I am the person perfect for this job. I said, well, I was born in real estate, which is not very true, but my father used to work in real estate. So I was just inventing that, and I was just faking it until I was making it. But the certainty I felt inside, I was like, yeah, I was born into real estate. And he asked, so why don't you have a phone? Back then, only the rich people had a mobile, and I didn't have that much money, so I didn't have a phone yet. I said, yeah, well, it's broke. I have to buy a new one, and it worked out very well because he did the job. I got the job. Yeah. Not only the job, every week we had on Friday celebration, what salesperson made some sales or which didn't. And every Friday I received a check, because I was also very service oriented, and I always felt that I am your best bet. So I always looked at my clients, and I never talked much. I let them do the talking, but I put this hat on that I was not a salesperson, because in Germany, if you sell real estate, you don't have a good reputation, right?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
No. Real estate salespeople have a bad reputation here.
It's actually different here in the US.
Absolutely. That's what my boss said. He said, I believe you're a great salesperson. You can sell anything. And I said, oh, a salesperson, I don't know. I don't want to be like I'm the guy who tells you how look you good in a Ford Fiesta person, These sleazy car sellers.
Yeah.
He actually taught me a lot of things. And he taught me, no, a good salesperson doesn't have to force somebody into something, into buying, but you offer a great service, right? So I always paid for the cab drives. I always, bought some sandwiches for my clients. So I took care of them. I kind of like mothered them. And that was the head I put on. And that was the role I slipped into. I didn't have to play or act it, but I made a shift in my perspective. And I made so much money. It was actually a lot of fun. That sounds like music to my ears. When your hard work pays off, and you love what you do, and it doesn't feel like work. It's just amazing. Yes.
How do you feel? Nicole, you modeled in the past, and you are getting ready to do it again.
Yes, I might do it again, because back then I didn't have much self-confidence when I was very young. So I entered a modeling contest. It was called Face of the Year 92. Oh my God, a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it was by Elite Model Management, so big model agency. But back then I didn't have a lot of confidence, so I didn't pursue it. And now I realize
Well, I can only imagine how much more beautiful you were when you were younger. You're just so,
thank you.
so feminine.
Thank you. I give that back to you, the
Yeah.
compliment. Thank you so much. But I truly believe that you have to have this self-confidence. And in my early 20s, I did not have that. See, when I was selling real estate in New York, I was a bit older, but I didn't believe that I was beautiful enough. We all deal with our issues. Oh, my butt is too big, or I don't know, my face is not perfect, or whatever. And now that I'm older, I feel quite confident in my body, and I feel there's a need for, I mean, we're all getting older, right? There's a need for role models or models. And I think it's a good way to earn money also. So, or to make money, or to, to travel the world and do something on the side. The thing is, I love my job. I love being a family coach. I love being an addiction therapist. I love being a resilience therapist, but I love doing many, many things. So why not once in a while take a modeling job? Yeah. So that's why I said, I just see what's out there. And, if an offer comes, I might take it or not. But I'm just curious to do something new. I believe doing something new, and also something you're a bit afraid of. Something that gives you
The comfort zone a little bit.
butterflies. Yes, exactly. Yes. And just
I love that.
do it.
Just like doing the podcast was that for me. It was a little bit pushing me outside my comfort zone. Like, I'm a classic introvert. I could spend all day by myself and be myself, and I'd have a blast.
You are. Yes. I mean, you don't seem like an introvert.
Oh my God, 1,000,000%. This was like pushing me just to get outside my shell a little bit more, because what really helped me, Nicole, is when I'm speaking and when I'm teaching and doing these webinars, and what really helped me get better was focusing on the person in front of me, and not like thinking, oh, I'm going to be judged. Oh, my hair. Or what if I don't have my shit together? And what if I forget? What if I can't answer the question? If you focus on just the person, instead of just talk to that one person that's there and go there to teach general life, because everybody wants to be healthy, right? We all do. We all want to be healthy. We all want to be wealthy, and we all want to be, healthy. And that's something that a lot of people struggle with. So when I focus on just giving value and outside of myself, and kind of myself in the background, and put the person in front of me in the forefront, they are like focal point right there. It just completely calms me down. I mean, that qualities that I'm more confident. Me, what you're giving, I keep with your family safety. For us, it's not about us. It's about the person that you think that's there that is using us as a resource to improve their lives. So it's like really silly for us to just really get into our head and not feel good enough or confident enough. I can get into my head once sometimes, but then no, it's not about you. You're here to give value. You're here to totally save and change life for the better and make the world a little bit better and happier place. Yeah, it really, really helps me a lot.
Absolutely. I can totally agree. And I realize sometimes if I am not able to think positively, sometimes you think in a negative way, sometimes you think positively. Another way is not to think at all. Just freaking do it. Turn the head off and just kick yourself in the butt and just do it.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Before the voice, is this just in the morning? Like when I want to go in the gym, I know exactly what I need to do, like morning routine, and this little voice, I was maybe not, maybe later. You get up before that voice. Chance. I love that.
Yeah, I did that this morning because, as you know, I live in Germany, and the last couple of days we went to Munich to the Oktoberfest. You can probably hear from my voice. We sang a lot, we danced a lot, we partied a lot. And this morning I was really not in the mood to work out. So I told myself, shut up, Nicole, and just rolled up my yoga mat and just did my 30-minute workout. And I didn't feel like it at all. And I was very happy when it was over, but I did it. So sometimes it's a good thing to just,
I
shower.
always feel better after we do. We know what's good for us. I never regret going to the gym. I never, because it is amazing giving body what it needs, and all these do. And you feel better and you live better. You become confident. It's that little voice, that's trying to take the easy way, easy thing. You are wired to go the easy route. You're wired. That's what kept us alive, to be comfortable, to do what is known and not expose ourselves too much into like the unknown. And it's like to the brain, that's like danger, danger, you may be in danger. But in today's world, there's very unlikely.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you prioritize it, right, you will always find a way. Like this morning, I had a client who said, oh, yeah, and this morning I wanted to go jogging, but I didn't find the time. And I said, well, how far is your office? And he said, well, it's like a 15 minutes walk. And I said, there you go. So how high up in this building is your office? He said, it's 10th floor. I said, well, there you go. So you walk to your office and you don't take the elevator, you take the stairs, and there's your little workout. So there's no excuse, right?
There is always a way, like the excuse, I don't have time, like make the time.
Right.
You may not have the, but you make the time for things that is important for us. Like you got to make time for your family. You got to make time for your kids or your spouse, or you got to pay for it.
Yes, there's always a cost
Or everything, right? Always a cost, like things that you need to do that you should be doing and you don't. Like there's always a cost, and it's usually not a good thing.
Yes.
And there's always things that we can save time in, right? Like do the things maybe more efficiently and save a little time here and there, but then really carve out time that is important, guys. But a relationship, the more I dive into this research of positive psychology and happiness, relationship and love is really on top of everything.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Agree with that. We call like the relationship is the most important. It's never like work.
Absolutely. It's always on top. You might think that other things are on top, but relationship, I mean, if you're connected, if you're loving, if you are in a good relationship with your kids and your spouse, or if you don't have a spouse, with your friends or with your parents, if you're lucky enough to have your parents, then you feel safe, you feel connected, you feel worthy, you feel all these needs that a human being has, right? So, and with a relationship, it's the biggest and the most fun playground we have to grow, because it never stops. Like my children, they're now in puberty, and I have to change the way I am their mother. I have to realize, oh, I'm growing. Okay. I have to be very careful, to what kind of words and how I use my words. And there need to be more trust, less demands. So this is what I'm learning. Yes. Yes. So this is what I'm going through at the moment. Yes, I have to put on another head. I'm now a mom of my boys are 14 and 16 now. And especially for the older one, I have to learn that. And even though I studied all this, you don't learn theoretically. You learn only by mistakes.
Sharing with others and teaching others. But when it comes to us,
Yes.
we gotta relearn. We gotta practice now what we preach. Learn it. My daughter is humbling me. She's always like, I'm an adult, mom. I know what to do.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, I gotta take a step back
Yes.
and let her figure it out. And she got it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's so interesting, because the other day I was on vacation with my mom, and she even does that. And then I realized, see, that's one thing that I don't like. If she knows something better or assumes that I need help with certain things, even though I don't. And now I realize, okay, I need to let go, right? Letting go is one big thing in this whole game.
Yes.
Letting go, let them figure it out themselves, let them fall flat on their face. They're going to learn. And it's a process. It's a process. And sometimes it hurts because we all make mistakes, right?
And sometimes it hurts. And you love being connected to your kids. It can be a bit, it can hurt a little bit just what like they don't need me anymore, go light. But we crave their love. And sometimes it feels like, okay, you don't need me anymore. Like get a cat, like get a cat. Yeah, your cat. He will always need you. Trust me. Mine always do. But yeah, it's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah, they grew up, Nicole, and they never come back. So enjoy while you still have them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because the relationship does transition from like being like the mom, like running after them, to just being more like friends. Now, the relationship changes, the dynamic changes, and that took me a little bit to adjust to.
Because it comes overnight, right? Yeah, morning they wake up and
college, and they never come back. And both of my kids went at the same times. It was, I needed to adjust to that very fast. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful journey. It's just to watch them, make their own decisions. And you gotta be okay, mom. All the moms out there, please listen. You gotta be okay having your kids make mistakes right in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Even when you tell them or you want to warn them, you want to protect them, you can't. You can't shield them from every danger. And sometimes they have to fall flat on their face to learn their lesson the hard way. It's like better. You learn better.
And don't forget to high five yourself every morning in the mirror. Yeah. Yes, do that. Pat yourself on the shoulder and tell yourself, I'm a freaking great mom. Because you are, I know.
Oh my God.
You out there are.
Work in progress.
The toughest job in the world.
Yes, being a mom is really tough, like 24/7. You have all these different hats on. All the moms out there, I root for you. I applaud you.
Yeah.
And you guys are warriors. And there's so many roles, so many amazing moms out there, like having many kids, running from football practice to ballet and this and that, and picking up and dropping off to school. And it's just amazing moms out there. So big heart. Oh,
yeah,
mom.
big heart.
So thank you, Nicole, for this amazing podcast. And I look forward to having many more with you. You are such an amazing guest. Yeah, every time I chat with
an amazing host.
Every time I chat with you, I learn something new, which inspire me in so many different levels. Like we can always reinvent ourselves, try new things, and push yourself a little bit outside your comfort zone. And one thing, I'm reading Mel Robbins' book, Let Them, right now. And don't worry about what other people will think. Really learning and tuning into this. Don't worry about the opinions of others. Don't hold your dreams and your goals back just because you're afraid of somebody's judging of you. People are always going to judge you, whether you do the things you like or not. So why not live your life? Live your life and be you, be authentically you, be bold you.
Yes. Oh my God. That is one thing I learned at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute when I studied acting. There's an exercise. It's called private moment. So you're on stage, 100 people are watching you, but you have to feel as if you are in your own room. So, you scratch your butt or you pick a booger or whatever, and you feel as if you are alone, meaning you cut out the world and you are with yourself. And this is such an important practice, such an important lesson I have learned, to shut out, especially when somebody is not nice to you or is criticizing you or is threatening you. Stay within yourself, shut them out, be in your private moment and stay with you, stay with your core, stay with your soul. Such an important thing. Yeah. And as a mom and also as a dad, we have many opportunities to learn that, right? Because everybody out there seems to know better what you need as a mom and as a father. I don't know if that's the case in the US, but here in Germany, everybody seems to know better what you need for your family.
Yeah, there's nobody else that knows what's best for you besides you. You know what's best for you. You are the captain, the master of your life. Don't give that power to anybody else.
Exactly.
Ignore it. Yes.
Exactly. There's a saying in German, we say the best sailors are the ones on the shore or on the beach, those people who know everything, but actually don't know everything. So
Especially people who've never done it. Like,
exactly.
especially people minimizing your goal and they've never done it.
Yeah.
It's like gets so into your head and I get in myself, like, don't share it with people who know are not going to be supportive, not going to be behind your back. It's just
Big one. Yes. Thank you for that. Absolutely. Yeah. Keep your energy inside. Don't let it out where
you can share it once it's done.
Yeah.
Then they can applaud you.
Yes.
I had many times where people just minimized my goals. Like while I was writing books, I'm like, how did you do that? Like my first with Springer came out. First, I could sense the energy. Like, how did you get a book deal from Springer? Like, they kind of thought it was luck. And when I got the second book deal with Springer, it was no longer luck. And they were like, they got quiet. But, and I didn't tell anybody with the second one until it was done.
Very wise.
Your goal to me. Because that kept my energy to myself. And I didn't want to hear anything. Didn't want to hear any opinions. And it's really served me well.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Yes. Keep it within yourself and don't spread it, especially not to people where you're not sure that they mean well,
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It's just social comparison. We compare ourselves to others all the time. It's also in our DNA, right? Like we determine our status based on the other people around us, their status, and friends compare each other. It's a thing. But
yes,
I feel so amazing after I talked to you, Nicole. So thank you. Thank you for being an amazing friend and a guest. And thank you for amazing your feminine energy that you bring every single time. Like your feminine energy is just screaming. And I cannot wait to watch you live. And I mean live on stage modeling.
Me neither.
So proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Sprinkle Happiness. And I look forward to connecting with Nicole many more times because I know what you want. You want massive value. And she's the one that gives with all of her heart and shares with all her wisdom. Thank you for being so generous.
Thank you.
With your presence and all the gifts you share with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I love you. Thank you all.